Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, guys. On this channel we talk about design, product design in general. Today we're going to be doing another episode on interactive components on Figma. So we have this, we've created on the last tutorial. So we have done a menu. If you haven't watched that yet, please go ahead and watch that. It does talk about how you can create an amazing menu using Figma interactive components. So today we're going to be looking at how you can create a simple link structure. Once you tap on this, if you want to add a couple of few links, let's say your portfolio links, for example, you can have your Dribble, Behance, maybe even LinkedIn, things like that. So essentially we're going to be doing three versions of that. One is very simple. You're going to hover over that and you're going to see some really simple motion happening, not necessarily motion, but then you're going to have really nice blur. And then the next one, we're going to also look at how we can create a mask based animation. And again, since we are doing interactive component, we should be able to switch at any point in time to easily convert these into, again, we're going to be doing a really simple way. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. So first of all, what we're going to be doing is this is our home page. I'm just gonna, instead of tutorial, I'm just gonna rename into home, right? And we're gonna create another page and call it, so instead of being this one, menu open, we're gonna keep it menu closed. So this, like, once they tap on it, they enter into the menu. This is how it's gonna look. And at this point, I don't think we need the logo, so I'm just gonna hide that. So because, like, they're entering into this experience. So here, once they tap into this, so this is where I want to kind of show them a couple of links. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have my, let's say, Dribble. I'm gonna style this font. So right now it's really small, 12. Maybe I should keep it. Regular is fine. I like regular. Looking good. So this is what our link is going to look like. So what I'm going to, again, on hover, something has to happen, right? So what I'm going to be looking at is, again, we're going to center align it. And once we've done that, we need another state, which I'm just exploring what the look of that, and then we can create a component out of it. First of all, what I'm going to doing is, like, I'm going to add a little bit effect. I'm going to add a drop shadow. I'm going to keep it, I'm going to keep the drop shadow color to white. White, and give it again 100%. Potentially a blur of 6, and then keep the Y 0. Maybe I want 12. Okay, maybe even a bit more, 15. I'll reduce the opacity to maybe 80. That's pretty good on hover. So instead of maybe the color, I want to be, okay, initially, okay, wait, I'm going to also change the color from, instead of white, pure white, maybe I'll keep it a bit more golden color, slight to this tint. Okay, I'm going to do this, right? Okay, that's fine. And on the initial state, I'll keep maybe 80%. That's pretty good so far. Okay, really good. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a component, right? I'm gonna say this is start state. Okay, let's say this is link. Okay, it's like default state. Let me just rename that to default. And I'm gonna also create this as a component, and then say this is again another way to create variants. So you don't necessarily have to create in the previous method. You can also create separately, and then you can combine them as variants as well. So instead of, and this one I'm gonna keep it hover. Okay, and I'm gonna select both of them and then say combine as variants, and then I'm gonna put it away. What I'm gonna doing now is also I'm gonna say call this component as link. Inside our assets, now we have the menu which we had previously done on the last tutorial, and we also have the Dribble, this link. I'm just gonna drag and drop this here. Okay, and then I also want to define the I want to connect this using the prototype. But before I do that, I want to actually see how this is actually looking. So I'm just going to go to prototype, create a flow starting point here. Maybe I don't want this anymore. I'm just going to remove this, and then tap on this play button to see how this is looking. Give me a second. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Potentially I could change the color maybe a little bit, but I think that's fine. We can fine tune it later. And what I'm going to do is, like, on the initial state we have this, and then we have the hover state, right? So as we did on the last tutorial, we need to connect this with the second one. Again, in order to do that, you should have to first go to prototype. Then it shows when you tap on this component, again in layers panel, you can see I'm tapping on default and then connecting to the hover state. So if I tap on this state, this arrow, it shows me again the details. So instead of on click, we want it to be while hovering. Tapping in that, let's say change to hover, which is fine. And then animation right now is set to instant. Instead of instant, I want it to be smart animating. So I'm going to do this out, 300 millisecond, it's fine. Looking good so far. So I'm just gonna go and then check whether it's actually working. So right now, right, this is happening. So I'm hovering and it is actually highlighting. So along with that, maybe I want a little bit of, let's say, movement as well, right? So we have this hover state, this dribble. I'm just gonna move it maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pixel up. So as I'm hovering over, this is also moving a little bit, right? I think that gives a really nice feeling. Now the key thing is, again, we've made interactive component. Now we should be able to duplicate this, and then instead of dribble, I could say, let's say LinkedIn, right? I'm gonna center align this, say design center align this. Okay, this also I need to center align. So okay, I need to also go back here and then select the content type. So right now it's left aligned. I need to keep it center aligned. Same for this as well. Because like then LinkedIn we have added in here, it also by default gets center aligned that way. So I have these two, so both of them are working really nicely, right? So we can have more links, right? Like this, for example, I can have, let's say LinkedIn, I can have my Medium. I'm gonna edit it to Medium. Then I'm gonna create one more, say I would have so let's say LinkedIn Medium. I'm gonna create an auto layout, and then I'm gonna move Medium above, and then call it maybe my Behance. Okay, we have 4, and then I'm gonna also adjust the instead of 24, I'm gonna remove the auto layout, because especially when you hover, I think that's fine. Like we can still keep the auto layout, and then I'm gonna align it like vertically and horizontally center. Moving back here, we have this link, right? So on hover, it actually goes through each of them. So I think the initial state is maybe a bit more whiter than I would like it to be. So I think we're gonna go back here, maybe change it to, let's say 70, which I think is like, we don't want to make it also look disabled. So I think this is okay. This is just the way I want it to be. Maybe instead of 24, I would say 16, and again keeping it aligned center and vertically. Going back here, I think that looks really good. So try this out and then see what do you think. See how it's working out for you. And later on, what we're going to do on the next one is we can also change. So we're going to come up with a different sort of animation, and then we can also change from here. Instead of having this link, we'll apply a different property, and we can easily change the animation. And that's for the next one again. Hope you had a fun time. Let me know if you guys have actually tried this, and then if it's working for you. If not, please comment down below so I'll be able to help you out. Thank you so much for watching again. See you on the next one. Bye bye.